Hi everybody, it's Jen with Mountain Girl Fitness, and I just wanted to go over with you some of the nutrition guides that we will be using in our challenge. I'm going to concentrate on PIO and the 21-Day Fix nutrition programs because for the majority of our people in our group, that's what we seem to be using. So I just want to do a quick review and go through these so that you understand kind of what you need to be paying attention to and how to follow the guide. So first of all, each guide is going to come with a get started, a quick start guide. So I want you to read over these. It's going to give you an overview of all of the workouts that you're going to be doing for your length of your program, whether it's 21 days or 30 or 60. So it's going to give you a description of each of the workouts, and then it's going to give you, each one has a nice little guide about how to get started. So, and it's going to go through each step individually. For PIO, it's very important that you watch the Align DVD that teaches you the fundamentals of the workouts and what you're going to want to be concentrating on, your form, things like that. And then it has, reading over your calendar, getting to know the eating plan, using the trackers, and different things like that. It talks about getting support from your group, your challenge group, and how to apply for your free t-shirt once you're finished with the program. So this is something that I want you to read through, listen to the little tips that it gives you. So start with that. Like I said, each program has one to get started. Now the 21-Day Fix has a 3-day quick fix in it, and this is a very short 3-day prep. You can do it before you start your program, or you can do it after you finish the 21 days, or at your 19, 20, and day 21. It's kind of just like a fat burner boost to get you through the rest of the program. You can also do it right in the middle if you seem to be having a slump, maybe like that last week, the first 3 days of the last week, and do your quick fix. And there is a small meal plan located in here, and it's got, it tells you exactly what you need to have. So, so that is something that's available in the 21-Day Fix. But the quick start guide, or the Start Here guide, has the same basic principles as the PIO. You've got your workout calendar in here. It has a description of each of the workouts and some different things about equipment and what you're going to need while you're doing that program. So, okay, into the nutrition guides. These are your gold mine right here. These nutrition guides have been designed to work perfectly with each program, and they are so important to your success during your program. I cannot stress enough how much you need to pay attention to these things. You can work your tail off on the workouts, but if you are not getting the nutrition that you need in the proper way for each program, you're not going to see the results that you want. You're just not. So pay attention to these guides. It's very important, okay? Read through the whole thing. There's not very many pages. There's what, maybe 30 pages? So it's not a hard read. Okay, PIO. I'm going to go through this one really quick. What you need to do to start off on both plans is right in the very beginning of each of the guides is where you're going to figure your target calorie range. You've got to know what your range is in order to know what to eat and how much of it to eat, okay? So I really want you to go through and use the formulas to figure out your target calorie range. For the PIO then, you have a food plan that matches your target calories, okay? So here are your different food plans, A, B, C, and D. It's going to give you how many servings of each thing: primary vegetables, secondary vegetables and grains, fruits, lean proteins, healthy fats. It's very similar to the 21-Day Fix program. You get so many servings of each category. And then you're going to get a list of each food in the category. Now, the food list here is the foods that are better for you are towards the top. All of these foods are perfectly acceptable on this plan, but the further you are, the further that you stay to the top, the better they are for you, okay? Now, what I would suggest is you don't have to go and buy everything on this list. That's ridiculous. You don't need to do that. What you need to do is plan your day out, plan your week out, and choose some of the foods that you know that you like, some of the foods that you know you have on hand already, so that you don't have to have this huge grocery bill and have all the stuff that you've never used before. There's no sense in doing that. I want you to go through and pick the things that you know and are familiar with to get started. And then maybe week 2 you can venture out and try something different that you haven't tried before. But stick with what you know at first to make it easier. And be simple. Steam your vegetables. Grill or bake your chicken or lean protein. Make a big batch of brown rice so that you can portion it out, or quinoa. And sweet potatoes, you know, just make sweet potato chips, or throw them on the grill or steam them. And it's just make it simple, okay? You don't need to make it hard. Your healthy fats are very important. You need to make sure that you're getting the right portion of healthy fats. So if you're, say, on plan A, you get 3 servings of healthy fat. So spread that out. Have a healthy fat for snack 1, lunch, and maybe dinner. Or you could add a healthy fat into your shake. Say if you like to smooth out your Shakeology a little bit, you can add a serving of avocado into your shake and blend it up. You will never taste it, but that way you've bulked up your shake a little bit and got your fat in that way if you can't seem to get it in any other parts. But your healthy fat includes things like avocado and hummus, nuts. You could even add like cashews into your shake, and it blends right up and makes it thick and creamy. It's really great. There's all kinds of stuff. Hummus, coconut oil, goat cheese. Cheese is in here too, cheddar, but it's towards the bottom. So remember, you want to stay closer to the top for the better fats, okay? In each plan, you have free foods. Take advantage of seasonings. They are going to be huge and very helpful for you when you are going through these plans. You want to try and limit your salt, but bump it up with some of these seasonings. Use the Mrs. Dash salt-free seasonings on a lot of stuff. They are fantastic, okay? All right. Stay hydrated, space out your meals, use your Shakeology, and in each guide, there is going to be a few different recipes, okay? So try out some of those recipes. See if you like them. Tell us in the group how they turned out for you. Here is an example meal plan, so you can kind of take this and learn how to space out your meals or your containers if you're using the Fix, okay? So PIO guide. All right, I'm going to flip over really quick to the 21-day Fix guide because there is a little bit more in here. There's a few extra recipes in here. There's some Shakeology recipes. There's even a few recipes for some treats that are really great. And we can share a couple of these recipes with you in the group just so that everybody can try them. They're not specific to 21-day Fix, but if you need a small sweet treat, then use one of these healthier treat recipes, okay? The other thing that I will share with you is homemade dressings. Sybil posted about that in our group a little while ago, but homemade dressings are some of the healthiest choices for you. Using your own oils and seasonings, they're just so much better without all the preservatives and things in them. They'll last a couple days, 2 to 3 days in your refrigerator, but homemade dressings are really great, and I will post a nice file for you in the group. The 21-day Fix also has a restaurant guide in here. So that's going to be good to look at if you are traveling or you want to go out to eat. So take a look at that. Now, there's a couple things about the 21-day Fix that you really need to pay attention to. This guide is a little bit thicker, and you might have to read through it twice to catch all of the notes in here. There are 2 big things that you need to remember. You want to limit your salt intake on both plans, but especially on your 21-day fix. The second thing is you need to have all of your fruit and your yellow containers, which are your complex carbs, done by 6 or 7 p.m., depending on your schedule, but done at least 2 to 3 hours before bedtime, okay? That's really important on this meal plan. I want to go over really quick about how to space out your containers. It's going to be very similar with the PIO, but what I would suggest doing, if you are more of a visual person, go get yourself some sticky notes or take a piece of paper and cut it up and color, use some crayons or some markers and color some squares, and then just take a piece of paper and divide it into breakfast, AM snack, lunch, PM snack, dinner, and take those squares and just move them around on your paper, and so that you can kind of figure out how you want to plan your day, okay? And then write down on that paper if you want, okay, for reds I'm going to have, for breakfast it's going to be my Shakeology and half a banana, so that's going to be a red and half a purple, and I might throw some kale in there because I need to bulk up my shake, and I might throw some avocado in there, so it's going to be a red, a purple, a green, and a blue. Okay, or half of a purple because you're only using half a banana, and then maybe 1 teaspoon because you're going to put some peanut butter in it. So, and then write that down. Now, what out of the containers you have left, you go through and figure out the rest of your day. What do I want for my morning snack? Do I want yogurt or cottage cheese and fruit, or cottage cheese and tomatoes or cucumber or something like that? And so you just kind of arrange your day depending on what you have on hand or what you like, okay? Or what you're hungry for. So that's how I would do it. If you have any other questions about your nutrition guide, about the starting guide, the quick fix guide, they also have some how to take your before and after pictures in each of your guides. So take a look at those. We've also posted those in the group, so be aware of that. And if you have any questions, please just contact us. Post in our group or leave a message. Whatever you need to do is totally fine with us. We are here to help you, and we want you to succeed on this plan, okay? So good luck with your nutrition guides. Do me a favor and post below when you have read your nutrition guide and you're good to go, okay? Thanks so much, guys, and have a great night.